What if the real power you've been looking for isn't in arguing back, proving your point, or cutting people off dramatically, but in saying nothing at all? What if the moment you truly clear your mind is the moment toxic? People lose all control over you. Before we go any further, if you're someone who wants emotional control, inner peace, and a love life that's no longer destroyed by overthinking and manipulation, make sure you subscribe to this channel, like this video, and promise yourself you'll watch till the very end, because what you're about to hear can quietly change the way people treat you forever. Now imagine this. You walk into a room, and someone is already there, someone who drains the energy out of you. They complain, they provoke, they subtly disrespect you. Maybe they're a colleague, a friend, a relative, or even someone you love. You feel it instantly. Your chest tightens, your mind races. You start rehearsing responses in your head, and before you know it, they've already won, because your peace is gone. Marcus Aurelius would say, the disturbance is not coming from them. It's coming from your judgment of them. This is where Stoicism begins, not with changing others, but with mastering yourself. Most people believe toxic individuals are powerful, loud, dominant, manipulative, but Marcus Aurelius saw them differently. He believed toxic people are predictable, weak, unaware, and once you understand this, they become easy to outsmart without ever saying a word. Let's go back nearly 2,000 years. Marcus Aurelius was the most powerful man in the world, emperor of Rome, commander of armies, surrounded by flatterers, traitors, complainers, and manipulators. If anyone had an excuse to lose his temper, it was him. Yet in his private journal, what we now call Meditations, he wrote something astonishing. He reminded himself every morning that he would meet people who were meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, deceitful, jealous, and selfish. Not if, when. Why? Because he understood something most people still don't. Toxic behavior is part of human nature. Expecting it not to exist is what creates suffering. The moment you expect people to be perfect, respectful, emotionally intelligent, you hand them power over your emotional state. And Marcus Aurelius refused to live like that. This is where clearing your mind begins. Clearing your mind doesn't mean escaping people. It means removing the illusion that they control you. Think about how toxic people actually operate. They want reactions. They want emotional movement. They want to feel important, even if that importance comes from conflict. Silence starves them. Calm confuses them. Indifference terrifies them. And Marcus Aurelius knew this. He wrote that people who act badly do so out of ignorance. They don't know what is good or bad. They don't understand themselves. So why should you allow someone who doesn't understand themselves to dictate how you feel? This is the first silent strategy. Detach your identity from their behavior. When someone insults you, ignores you, manipulates you, or tries to provoke you, your instinct is to take it personally. But Stoicism teaches the opposite. Their behavior is a reflection of their inner chaos, not your worth. The moment you stop internalizing their actions, your mind clears. Now here's where it gets interesting. When you stop reacting, something strange happens. The power dynamic flips. Most toxic people rely on predictability. They know which buttons to press. They know when you'll explode, when you'll defend yourself, when you'll chase validation. When you don't do what they expect, their script collapses. You become unreadable. Marcus Aurelius believed that the strongest form of revenge is to not become like the person who wronged you. Not by pretending to be kind, not by forcing positivity, but by remaining internally untouched. This isn't weakness. This is dominance. Let me tell you a story. Imagine two people standing in the rain. One is angry that it's raining, shouting at the sky, cursing the weather. The other simply opens an umbrella and keeps walking. The rain didn't change. The difference was control. Toxic people are the rain. Your mind is the umbrella. Stoicism teaches you to carry it everywhere. Now let's talk about silence. Real silence, not passive aggression. Silence isn't about ignoring people to punish them. It's about refusing to give emotional energy to behavior that doesn't deserve it. Marcus Aurelius didn't argue with fools. He didn't explain himself to manipulators. He didn't beg for understanding. He understood that clarity doesn't come from winning arguments, it comes from conserving energy. Every time you engage with toxicity, you feed it. Every time you step back, you weaken it. This is especially important in love. Think about how many relationships fall apart not because of lack of love, but because of emotional chaos. Overreacting, over-explaining, needing validation. Letting someone else's mood control your sense of self. When your mind is unclear, your love life becomes unstable. Stoicism fixes this from the inside. Marcus Aurelius believed that the person who remains calm while others lose. Control holds the true advantage. In attraction, calm is magnetic. In relationships, emotional stability builds trust. In conflict, silence communicates strength. Toxic people expect drama. They expect intensity. They expect emotional chaos. When you give them composure instead, they don't know how to respond. This is the second silent strategy. Control what you focus on. Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded himself that attention is a choice. If you obsess over insults, you magnify them. If you replay disrespect in your head, you relive it again and again. Clearing your mind means refusing to mentally rehearse toxic interactions. Ask yourself, will this matter in a year, a month, a week? If not, release it. The Stoics believed that the mind should only hold what is useful. Everything else is clutter. Toxic people thrive in cluttered minds. A clear mind is their enemy. Now here's something most people miss. Outsmarting toxic people doesn't require intelligence. It requires discipline. The discipline to pause before reacting. The discipline to observe instead of absorb. The discipline to stay grounded when others spiral. Marcus Aurelius trained this daily. He treated his mind like a fortress. Strong walls, one gate. No unnecessary visitors. Ask yourself, who do you allow inside your mental space? Every insult you replay. Every argument you imagine winning. Every moment you fantasize about proving someone wrong. That's a breach in the walls. Stoicism teaches you to close the gate. Now let's talk about something uncomfortable. Sometimes the toxic person isn't a stranger. It's someone close, someone you care about, someone you don't want to lose. This is where Stoicism becomes painful but powerful. Marcus Aurelius believed you can love people without letting them control you. Compassion does not require self-betrayal. Understanding does not require tolerance of harm. Clearing your mind means accepting people as they are while deciding how close they get to you. You don't need to announce boundaries. You enforce them through behavior. Less explaining, less reacting, less availability. This quiet shift often shocks toxic people. They feel the distance before you ever speak it. And here's the paradox. When you stop chasing respect, you often receive it. When you stop demanding validation, you become validated. When you stop needing approval, you appear confident. Marcus Aurelius didn't seek admiration. He focused on virtue, and admiration followed naturally. This applies directly to your love life. Desperation repels. Calm attracts. When your mind is clear, you don't cling, you don't chase, you don't beg for reassurance. You show up whole, and toxic dynamics cannot survive around someone who is whole. Now let's go deeper. Marcus Aurelius believed that most suffering comes not from events, but from resistance to events. Toxic people exist. They always will. Trying to eliminate them is futile. Learning to remain unaffected is freedom. This is the third silent strategy. Reframe every interaction as training. Instead of thinking, why is this person like this? Ask, what is this teaching me about patience, restraint, and control? Every toxic interaction becomes a test, and every test strengthens you. This mindset shift clears your mind instantly. You stop feeling like a victim and start feeling like a student. And students don't take lessons personally. Now here's the hardest truth. You cannot control how people treat you, but you can control how long they stay in your life. Marcus Aurelius believed in impermanence. Everything changes. Everyone leaves eventually. When you accept this, you stop clinging to harmful connections out of fear. Clear mind is not afraid of loss, and this fearlessness is visible. People feel it. Toxic individuals sense when they no longer have leverage. This is how you outsmart them without saying a word. You stop needing them to be different. You stop needing closure. You stop needing apologies. You move forward. And when you do, something powerful happens. The same people who once drained you begin to fade. Or they change, not because you asked them to, but because your energy no longer feeds their behavior. Marcus Aurelius wrote for himself, not for applause. He lived with integrity even when no one was watching. That's why his words still echo today. Clearing your mind is not about becoming cold. It's about becoming steady. When you are steady, toxic people cannot shake you. When you are steady, your relationships deepen. When you are steady, your love life transforms. Because love thrives in clarity, not chaos. So the next time someone tries to provoke you, remember this. You don't need to win. You don't need to explain. You don't need to react. Your silence is not weakness. Your calm is not indifference. Your composure is power. Marcus Aurelius didn't outlive his enemies by fighting them. He outlived them by mastering himself. And so can you. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.